Hey Libra, welcome to 2025. A little bit late getting these up, but have not forgotten about you. I'm going to be doing a love reading for you for the month of January, or whenever you watch this. Time is very fluid, so, well, it's an illusion. So whenever you watch this, it will be applicable for you. But I'm doing this in January, the very end of January. I have pre-shuffled several different decks, and I have chosen with cards with the intention, asking the question of what does Libra need to know about love right now? What are the love messages for Libra, relationship messages for Libra right now? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start reading. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, we've got Clean It Up in Reverse, Regeneration, and we've got Thinker. All right, Libra. You're in the thick of it right now, and it seems like you're probably trying to control too much. You're a little bit worried about what other people are doing in a situation, when really you need to just be worrying about how you're showing up to the situation. What is it that you need to address to be able to show up to relationship in the best way that you possibly can, or is the best version of yourself? So normally this card is about, getting to the core of a situation, feeling like free from a burden, cleaning house, like literally and figuratively. So it could be like clearing away emotional baggage, but it could also be decluttering your house and getting rid of the things that take up space that no longer serve you. In the reverse, this is a message about what you've been spending your time on, focusing too much on other people's actions or other people's personalities, and rather than like focusing on you, trying too hard perhaps to be helpful or trying to fix somebody's issues for them so that they can show up in a different way or better, rather than being super self-reflective and sitting back and saying, okay, what is this teaching me about me, and what do I need to do? Why do I feel so uncomfortable? What do I need to heal? What do I need to take care of in my own space here, emotionally or literally in my own physical space? This is, we may think that, a lot of us want to show up and help people, like help relieve them of their suffering. And a lot of us are natural healers, just very instinctively. But it's not our job to relieve people of their burdens. It's our job to love them and to witness their journey. Who are we to learn somebody's lessons for them? We can't force somebody into their healing, right? But we can take responsibility for our own. So it's not about us cleaning up other people's messes or helping them clean up their mess, right? This is about us really being accountable to ourselves and cleaning up our own stuff so that we can show up in the best way possible. Because, when we try to clean up other people's messes, it doesn't do us any favors, and we're really just trying to control the situation because we're deeply uncomfortable with how things are going right now. And it actually will just backfire, right? It'll add to the strain of the situation. So just know that you're loved as you are, and this is about you not needing to be needed in order to be loved. Like, you are so worthy. And if someone can't show up the way that you need them to, it's not about you not being good enough. It's about their capacity in the moment or in the time being. Like, they may be working through some really big stuff that's preventing them from being able to show up. Okay, regeneration. This is a card about like death and rebirth. And, in the reverse, it's about needing to actually let certain things die so that they can be reborn. This in the upright is, it's like second chances. It's like revitalization. It's newness. It's something sprouting from, devastation or just like renewal, right? In the reverse, this is definitely a card that speaks to the energy of how we're challenged with endings. Like, how do we handle endings? This card, this reading is already hitting home for me. I'm a Libra sun and I have a stellium in Libra in the 4th house. So endings come in many forms, and right now might be the time. I just saw 4:44 on my timer. It might be time to stop holding on to what needs to die. And this is so that something else can take its place, right? So cleaning up your own messes here, not worrying about what other people are doing or not doing, but allowing the situation to be what it is right now, letting go of like the need to control. This is, you know, a cycle that whatever isn't working in your life just kind of fade away right now. Don't be afraid to face the facts. It's not nearly as bad as what we make it out to be in any given moment. We don't need to struggle. Like, in fact, struggle and resistance create more suffering. I will say that you can grieve, right? But this is also about knowing that you're about to be reborn in a new way. This is about resilience. It's about an opportunity for something new to come in. And it doesn't necessarily, like, if your relationship is ending or something has ended, or you're really trying to heal something deeply, it doesn't mean that you're losing something or someone completely. It just means it may need to be rejuvenated or reborn in a new version of itself, right? So you or someone that you're involved with is going through some tremendous internal restructuring, and you have to be patient and you have to honor that process. Oh, look at this. This card number is 44. That's the thinker card. So this is really a card about being, in your head. It's about strategy. It's about being analytical and logical. There's a time and a place for our intuition, and I would say that we are always meant to pay attention to our intuition, always, but there's also a time and a place for us to be just very clear with ourselves, very logical, see things at face value for what they are right now. There's no need to try to create a different story to make yourself feel better. This is us seeing things for what they are. Our thinking, our logic about it is true. There's no deeper meaning than what is obvious right now. I feel like I need to say, like, for some of you who are watching, someone can't show up right now. They just are incapable, and that has nothing to do with you. So just see it for what it is and allow it to be that. Things are exactly as they seem. Don't doubt your worth. Don't doubt that they ever had feelings for you. I feel like those are true too. They didn't lie. This is definitely a situation where someone is going through some significant change, internal restructuring, maybe even losing their identity to a certain extent, and you just have to accept, like, this is their process. Love isn't logical. It's when we choose partners, we should choose based on, like, the things that we have in common and compatibility. It may be time for us to weigh the pros and cons of what's going on in this situation, and if there's enough common ground, then it's worth working through and holding on to. But we shouldn't have to force it in order to work. In fact, it will never work if we have to force it. That means you're compromising or sacrificing or abandoning who you are in order to do that. Like, compromise is important, but not to the extent that you lose who you are in order to keep something. Facts are facts. So let's just see them for what they are right now, Libra, because we're making a way for something beautiful to occur, whatever that may be. I did pull some cards from the tarot, and I want to see what those cards are. We've got the Seven of Wands in reverse. We've got the Sun, most positive card in the deck, and we also have the Two of Wands. Oh, this is interesting, right? This is, Seven of Wands. I like to think of that card, it's in the reverse, but I like to think of that card as, being very, it's challenge. It's a card of challenge. Wands are about passion and creativity. This is a card about challenge and protecting and guarding yourself, but it's also about movement and growth and, feeling vulnerable. When it's in the reverse, this is a card of feeling like we have to defend ourselves. So we're feeling overly vulnerable. We may be feeling very hurt right now. We maybe feel like we're being attacked or misunderstood. This could be needing to erect energetic boundaries to just protect yourself. And it's also a card indicating, like, giving up. And I don't want this reading to seem like you need to give up on your situation. I want you to understand that there's a time and a place for assertive action, and then there's a time and a place for patience. Like if you see her, she's sitting there very quietly in prayer and meditation, contemplation, and she's quietly on a meditative cushion with a bubble of light around her. I feel like, Libra, this is what you need to do. You need to come back to your center, come back to yourself, so that you can understand that you deserve success. You deserve all the beautiful things, that you haven't failed here, but this is a time of quiet patience. And I love this card, right? The Sun card. This is such a positive card. This is joy. It's inspiration. It's abundance. It's fulfillment. Like coming back to you. I think we, Libras, we may have kind of lost ourselves in this situation, or the details of the situation as it is now. I feel coming back to ourselves, we'll be able to discover that joy again, that confidence. This is manifesting your dreams. This is coming back to you. This is the ultimate yes card, by the way, like full steam ahead, lots of love, dreams coming true. Coming back to ourselves is how we actually make our dreams come true. So letting this situation kind of lie how it is and letting that person figure their stuff out, and we just let go of the need to control it and just let things unfold. The Two of Wands, I love this card too. This is a card of like anticipation. It's a card of, a little bit of longing. It speaks to how we have set some intentions for what we want to manifest. Like this is creativity and it's passion. This is planning your future. This is thinking about those things that you want to manifest in your life. And it's all possibilities, right? This is also the choice between your comfort zone and new adventures. So you're literally planning to step outside. I just saw 1212. Your comfort zone. She's got a globe in front of her. She's looking out the window, out into the horizon. She's got a surfboard on a hippie van, as my sons would call it, sitting on a picture in front of her. This is about travel. It's about adventure. It's about dreaming big and stepping outside of your comfort zone to explore yourself. Libra, we have to come back to ourselves and realize how we lost ourselves for a little bit, and how we have to come back to what our dreams are and our passions are, so that we can be so in tune with ourselves that we manifest our dreams. This is just a reading about coming back to you, letting go of what was, because it's going to have to be made new anyway. A couple of other tarot cards we have. Oh my goodness. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. So this is healing. This is a card of healing. Like this is the ultimate ending, and then recovering. You are definitely recovering from heartbreak. You're definitely recovering from trauma. This is learning from the past. This is letting go. This is like walking away finally from that pain. It's surviving. It's like knowing you're resilient. You're healing from past troubles. We've got the Judgment card in reverse. This could be like grudges, this could be rumors, it could be dishonesty. I think someone else in this situation wasn't being completely honest with you, and that doesn't mean like complete deception. I think they weren't being completely honest with about their capacity to show up for you, or about how deep their own trauma is and how that would affect their ability to show up in a relationship in a very like stable, open, vulnerable way. This means like, I think Spirit's saying like, don't be angry. There's no need to have a grudge against this person. They didn't mean to do you any harm. In fact, they're probably suffering in this moment too, knowing what a good person you are, what you brought to the table, and probably being really hard on themselves about what they've created in terms of suffering for you. And then I've got the Star in reverse. This is Libra. This is us like being in despair, being in negativity, feeling hopeless, a lack of inspiration, positivity. Remember, you got the Sun card. We got the Sun card. This is us healing, like needing to heal. So we can turn that card right side up and know that we have hope and we're healing. But what Spirit wants us to know is that we don't have to stay here. Like, it's okay. This wasn't a situation that came about because you're being punished or you have bad karma or like you have bad luck or anything. This is major learning lessons for everybody involved. And the connection or the attachment that you have was not coincidence, right? There's so much healing and learning that's happening through this experience, even though it seems like it's really rough right now. Okay, what's your girlfriend's note? Yes, fear of vulnerability, guarded hearts. Okay, someone is really struggling in this connection, trying to get past traumas. And right now, that's not a vibrational match for you. And in fact, your vibration, look at this, someone's not being completely honest. What did I say? Someone needs to be way more honest with themselves in order to be able to show up in the best way. And that doesn't mean they meant to hurt you. It means you being in this relationship with them showed them how they need to actually grow more and be able to show up in a fair way. Oh, Libra, I'm feeling this with you. Okay, this is from the Shaman's Dream Oracle, the Jeweled Web Connectivity. I think this is reminding us that everything is connected and we need to connect back to ourselves so we can connect back into source, so we can have clarity and peace. And in fact, like, our journey is only about us first and foremost. Anyone who joins us on the journey, they're like actors in the play that add flavor and provide lessons to help us gain skills and knowledge and wisdom so that we can, play each map of the game better and better. I just keep feeling we're fully supported in this right now. Like, even though this is a shitty time, even though we're experiencing what feels like tremendous heartache and loss, it's not for nothing. And it's not because someone was malicious. This is unfortunate. And we get to come back to our breath. We get to come back to ourselves. And we get to remind ourselves, like, this has nothing to do with our worthiness. This is about our capacity to recognize our worth and how much we can still honor somebody else through compassion and grace, despite the outcome not looking the way that we want it to right in the moment. All right, Libra. All my love to you. I will see you very soon.